So I'm going to fix the puppies their first solid food meal. And many people ask, what do we give them? Do we give them commercial soft puppy food or canned food? Or do we give them raw? Well, we do actually give the puppies even their first meal raw because that's natural and healthy for them. You don't have to start out with a commercial brand dog food. You could actually give them raw. But we are going to give them something that's going to entice them, something that will be easy for them. Even though they have teeth, we want to be able to entice them to eat, which should be okay. They're 3.5 weeks old, so they should be at least interested in the food. But we want it to be yummy for them, and we want them to get a lot of calories from it. It doesn't mean that they'll be weaned, but we want them to start getting the solid food, because they're not getting enough calories from their mother with just the milk, or at least that's a lot of burden on her, a big burden. So what we give them, we're going to start with some rice, right? Now, I had already fixed this up. Do not get fooled by the label. This is just non-caloric bottle of water. Or the bottle itself, we've drank the water already, and I had already pre-mixed this. But what this is a diluted version of goat milk, honey. So I put just a little honey in there to give them a little bit of a boost, glucose boost. I also put 2 eggs in there. So 2 raw eggs whipped up, and then I add a supplement as well. Some puppy support. So it's got probiotics in there, some electrolytes, colostrum, some vitamins and minerals. I'll add that. And I think that's pretty much it. So I'll put the rice, this mixture here, and then I'm going to take some ground beef, right, and blend it. So instead of just mixing it just with the spoon, I'm actually going to put it in the blender to get it a little bit softer than just blending by itself. And that should be yummy for them. I think, I'm pretty sure that they'll eat it, but let's see what happens. So I'm going to mix in a little bit of rice. And I don't have to make a lot of it because they're little. I don't know, well, actually they are big now, but I don't know how well they're going to eat. They still want mom's milk, and I still supplement them with some goat milk too, from the eyedropper or the bottle. But I'm gonna take this ground beef and put it right in there, right? And I don't have to make a lot because I don't want to waste it, because they don't have any food etiquette. I'm pretty sure if they are interested, it's not like they're gonna sit there nicely, and you can see that the other girls, and they want some of this. They smell the ground beef. But this is for the babies, not the big kids. They don't have any table manners, so they may step in it, walk in it, and basically contaminate it. So I don't want to make too much. Careful of this. All right, and so I put the ground beef in there, the rice, and yes, it's raw. I'm not cooking. The only thing that's cooked is the rice. And this mixture that I've already pre-made, again, goat's milk, a little bit of honey, 2 raw eggs, and some probiotics. I'm going to pour that in there as well. There's no scientific amount. A dash of this, a dash of that. Put the top on. And we're going to get to blending. Okay. Gonna mix that up pretty good. I don't have to over blend it or have it so much like a smoothie, but it doesn't smell too good, but they should like it. But that might not be bad. Okay, so I've got this feeder here, and I'm just going to go around the feeder. Like that. I think that's pretty good. And since it's ground beef and rice, it looks like Pepto-Bismol, doesn't it? But hopefully they'll like that. And what I'm going to do is warm up some water so that it's not cold. We don't want it to be cold. And add that. So what I did was poured some of the goat's milk out into a cup. I'm going to warm this up and put it over the rice ground beef mixture to warm it up and to make it a little bit more soupy, and hopefully that'll give some interest by them. Okay, I'm just going to pour it right in there. It's pretty warm. So now that's really soupy. I don't even really have to mix this up or anything. If they enjoy it, if they like it, they're gonna just go in and eat it as is. So there's not much prep to this. So the babies are moving around. You can see that they can climb out of the pool. And look at this one. Yeah, she's ready. She can climb out. See how active they are. You guys ready to eat? You babies ready to eat? Huh, babies? Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Okay guys, this is the food. I know you smell it. This little guy got into the shavings after he ate. I'm a mess. Yes, you are a mess. Let's clean you up. This is Ramsey's. He ate pretty good. Ramsey. Paws are not cold. Okay. So the pups demolished the ground beef and rice and the goat's milk, and now I'm just following up with a few of them who still want to nurse a bit. If you want to know where Dora is, she feeds them, but she's definitely slacking off. I don't know if this is just part of her inexperience with motherhood, or she just wants to start weaning them. But so long as we can get in and start feeding them more solids and supplementing where necessary, they'll wean pretty quickly. They'll always want to suckle, and if she lets them nurse, then that's fine. But we want to make sure that they get used to eating the solids so that they're not just waiting for mom and going hungry for long periods. These are I think they're almost 5 months, 4.5-month-old puppies. They're getting huge, as you can see. And everybody's taking over my couch. Right, hey Dora. No, that's Kalia. Why is Dora drooling? Did you see some food? Really? But the drool, Dora, the drool. The drool. What are you barking at? Oh, that's worse. It's worse. Thank you for depositing on my... Really? Why are you barking? Hi, TT. Hi, TT. Everybody's
So it looks like the pups are all full and now going to sleep. I think that was a success for their first meal. A couple of them will need some practice. They're still young, 3.5 weeks, but overall they all got a taste of it, and there's no going back at this point. I'll continue to supplement when necessary and encourage Dora to continue to allow them to nurse for a little longer, but we will be moving towards the weaning process at this point. Once they get a taste of food, they can continue on. There's no need to pull back on that. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. Did you realize that you can start puppies off with raw food in their diet? If so, have you had any experience? What has been your experiences, good, bad, and different? We'd love to hear from you. This is not new for us. We do this with all of our litters, and we get much success at the end when it's time for them to go home. They're nice and healthy, coats are great, they're chunky and ready to go. But again, we'd love to hear your experience. Take a moment to like the video, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.